What is up, guys and girls, and welcome back to the vlog. If you guys are new here, my name is Evan. Why don't you go ahead and just hit that subscribe button real quick. Today we're going to be talking about the E36 M3, also known as the throtl 36. Now this has been a long time project of mine. Now it's turbo, it's on air, it's got this crazy wrap from Premium, obviously, but the last thing on this car that I haven't really touched is the interior. So let me show you guys. So this car does have the Vader seats. I actually swapped these. This car is originally a 96 and I found some seats out of a 99 M3 and picked these up. I am thinking about listing these up for sale on throtl and picking up some racing buckets. Maybe not a full-on race bucket, but at least a adjustable racing seat that will provide a little bit more support than these. So they're okay, but I'm looking for something a little bit more aggressive. On the inside here, I've been rocking the NRG steering wheel, which has been doing me pretty good. Do have a special surprise coming out for you guys in the next couple weeks here, so wink, wink, hint, hint. So for the center cluster, I have an AEM air fuel ratio gauge and a Bosch boost gauge, but I don't have anything in the center. So I need one more gauge to put here. Most likely will be an oil pressure gauge or an oil temperature gauge. And then I'd like to build a little gauge panel here. If anyone knows of a good gauge panel that will fit there, please let me know. Now the rest of the interior is pretty much stock. The rear seats are also in decent condition with the exception of these pillars here. For some reason, the plastic on these cars is just super brittle. So I am looking for a set of the rear panels there. So one mod that I've been meaning to do is to replace the cluster faces with some red face gauges. I've seen this in a couple cars. I'll try to put up a photo here and I think it looks absolutely badass. Something just make it a little bit more custom, a little bit more personal. So when I say that I want to track this car, it's not going to be a full-on circuit racing track car that's going to be fully dedicated, but I want to be able to take this car out to an autocross or occasional track days, maybe at Willow Springs or even at Thermal, if that would be freaking awesome, like we did with Dustin and Tej. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. The car is really fast. There's some things that I would do right before we take it out on track. For example, I would obviously get a different set of wheels and tires. There's no reason to run this type of setup on the track. These are Nitto NT05s, 255 4017, so it's actually a really good tire, but I really don't want to ruin the lips and the faces with a ton of rock chips. So I'll probably just pick up some wheels like an RPF1 or something like that with a nice sticky tire. But like I said, I'm not going to be doing anything super crazy. I'm not going to be doing endurance races or anything like that. So I know a bunch of you guys are going to be hosing me in the comments, oh, your car has airbags, you can't take it out on the track. Honestly, that's total crap. This car handles great. I honestly compare this to a coilover almost exactly, and I have the adjustability to raise and lower it whenever I want to. So honestly, I'm gonna take it on the track. I'm sure it's gonna perform just fine. So shout out to AccuAir for making an awesome management unit. So underneath the hood, I recently secured the M50 intake manifold. I'm waiting on the conversion kit that converts some of the stuff underneath, which you can't really see, to make sure that the M50 intake manifold works. Now, for those of you who are wondering, the M50 intake manifold comes on the 325i. It might come on some other models as well, but it does have a lot better flow. So people that have S52s, they run the M50 intake manifold. Whether you're either NA or boosted, they seem to make a lot more power. Another thing I need to install is the DW fuel pressure regulator. You guys might have seen that in a previous video when I was building the car, and I never got around to adding it in, but I feel like now is the time to do that. Essentially, when I add the M50 intake manifold, do the fuel pressure regulator, I am going to have the car dyno tuned. Now at that point, we will know the exact numbers and make sure that this car is running tip-top shape, and that is the last step before we get out on the track. So I am super excited. Overall, this motor is super healthy. It sounds great. I really love driving this car, but I think with even a little bit more power, this thing's gonna be freaking bananas. If you guys have any questions about the E36 M3, definitely drop a line in the comment section below. I'd be happy to answer them, or go ahead and check out the playlist. We have a full playlist that I put together when we built this car. So you can see it from when it first started all the way to where it is now. So I just want to say huge shout out to all the companies and sponsors that have worked with me on this project. Not be in this condition without you guys, and I'm super stoked for the future to see what else is in store for this car. Overall, I would say that this car is one of my most favorite cars that I have ever owned. The E36 M3 is an awesome chassis, and then by adding all these different modifications to it, it really has just become an amazing car, and it just puts a smile on my face every time I drive it. So I know this video was kind of short, but I want to challenge you guys, and we're going to do something in the comment section. I think it's going to be pretty fun. We're going to be giving away a 2JZ or an LS t-shirt to one special person in the comment section. So to get entered to win, all you have to do is subscribe to the throtl YouTube channel and comment below with what is your favorite car at the Hunt Quarters Throttle Shop. What is your favorite car that's been on our channel, and what do you want to see more of? Just to reiterate one more time, if you want to win a 2JZ or an LS engine t-shirt, if you guys haven't seen those, I'll flash those on the screen right now. If you want to get entered to win, all you have to do is subscribe to the throtl YouTube channel and comment below with what is your favorite car that's been on the channel. Is it this car? Is it the E46 M3? Is it the orange Porsche? Is it the Ric Flair or Mickey's EG or the S14 or anything? Please go ahead, comment below, guys. That's all we have for you guys today. So if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and we'll see you guys in the next one.